Hey pals, welcome back to the Disney Magical Mindset Podcast, where we silence the villain in your mind so you can become the hero of your story. My name is Ruben, your Disney Magic mentor, and today we're going to talk about something that every single one of us wrestles with. I guarantee it. You know what that is? It's the thing that stops more dreams than failure ever will. That thing is fear. Fear, yeah. Some of you you got a little scared when I just mentioned fear, right? It causes you to just stop and you pause and you freeze. That word fear, that feeling of fear is the thing that will stop your dreams more than failure ever will. I need you to hear that today. Now, let me tell you a little bit about fear. Fear is tricky, yeah. You know why it's tricky? Because it dresses itself up as caution or logic or that little whisper in your head that says, what if you're not good enough? Or what if you can't make it? Or what if you won't do it? Or what if someone else thinks weird things about you because you're trying to do something that they don't believe you can do? Yeah. And here's the truth. I need you to get today, my Disney friends. And if you're not a Disney friend and you're here, thank you so much for being here. I'm just so glad that you're here. But you need to hear this. Fear is the biggest villain in your story. It's the biggest villain in your story. And unless you face it, it will rob you of your happily ever after. That's what fear does. Fear of not being good enough. Fear that you won't accomplish the dream. Fear that you can't do it. Fear that your past is weighing you down. And because you couldn't do it in the past, then somehow you're not going to be able to do it today. It's fear that causes you to stop believing in your happily ever after. And today, we're going to face our fears. Are you ready? Because here we go. Now, this past weekend was opening night for Oogie Boogie Bash, and I was there with my family at Disney California Adventure. We had the best time. And if you get a chance, I would just like to invite you to take a look at my social media pages, and you could see that we were dressed up. Our costumes were Alice in Wonderland theme. My wife, Alice in Wonderland. My daughter, the Queen of Hearts, my son, the Cheshire Cat, and yours truly, I was the Mad Hatter. Oh yeah, you got to see the videos. They're so cool. And we had the best time. And one of the villains that we had a chance to meet was none other than Maleficent herself. Now, this is Maleficent's first year at Oogie Boogie Bash. There's a trail that you would follow over by Grizzly River Run where the water falls. It's so beautiful back there, actually. And you would follow the trail, pick up your candy, and there Maleficent is waiting for you. And let me tell you, and you know this, that people love Maleficent. Now, she really freaked me out as a kid. This is the one Disney villain, to me, in my opinion, is the scariest. I think it's just because of my childhood. Like, this villain gave me nightmares. Her and the Evil Queen. Those two, man, that combo there. But Maleficent is just something about her, this mistress of evil. And so there we are, waiting in line. Thankfully, the line wasn't too bad. Everybody's just waiting to see Maleficent. The cameras are out. Everyone's buzzing with excitement for the villain, for this scary person, this scary character that we've grown to love, but that is also a villain in Sleeping Beauty. And it got me thinking as I'm there just listening, mesmerized by Maleficent and her talking and that laugh, that laugh that she, I can't even do it. I'm going to mess that up. But, her laugh and the stare. And it just got me thinking, why is it that we're so enamored with Maleficent? Why is it that there's such a buzz that people were there? They couldn't wait to see her. Not only is she, again, this is her first time at Oogie Boogie Bash, but it's because of the history that people have with Maleficent and her story and the movie Sleeping Beauty. I mean, there's so much there. And I couldn't help but think about how villains seem to be so magnetic, aren't they? They have this mystery that surrounds them. They embody fear. We're talking about fear. Maleficent, with her horns and her dark presence, was literally created to be terrifying. Am I right? She was. She's the villain in the story. Every story, remember, has to have some conflict, some villain, something there that's stopping the hero from accomplishing their happily ever after. That's what makes the story. But here's the thing. We choose to be entertained by that fear. Isn't that something? We choose to spend lots of money, like I did, for my family of four of us, to go to experience fear. To choose to be entertained by this fear that we've grown up with, that we love. Isn't that something? That we actually choose this, we lean into it, we want the photo, we want the memory. And all through the night, I just kept thinking as I was there enjoying this wonderful time with my family, but I couldn't help but think, if people are willing to line up for hours sometimes, or, to spend, a good quality time, at least waiting to take that selfie, that picture with the villain that was designed to scare them. Why? You hear me right now, please. Your pal is speaking to you. I love you, my friends. I need you to hear this. If we're willing to spend lots of money to be entertained by fear, why do we run away from the villains in our own life? We gotta listen. Why do we give fear, the fear of failure, or the fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, so much power over our lives than it really deserves? And here's the part I need you to get today. I mean, if you miss anything else I say, I hope not. I mean, thankfully they're recorded, you can go back. But I need you to get this. The thing that you and me should actually fear isn't Maleficent, isn't Captain Hook, isn't the evil queen, isn't Ursula. I mean, just go down the list of villains, right? It's not Syndrome, who was a new villain character at Oogie Boogie Bash. It's not Hades. It's not Judge Doom. I'm just going down. It's not Oogie Boogie, right? The thing that you and me should fear is not achieving our goals. It's not achieving our dreams, not becoming better, not growing, not doing the thing that was put in that's deep in our heart, right? It's getting to the end of our road. I was thinking of Boyz II Men, although we go to the end of the road. I like to sing if you haven't realized that. But it's getting to the end of our life and realizing the only thing that stood between you and the life you wanted was fear. And we can't have that, friends. We can't get to the end of the road, to the end of our life, and allow fear to stand in the way of what we were supposed to be doing, what we desire to be doing, what we are meant to do in this life. Now let's bring Walt Disney into this, because he knew a thing or two about fear. Or should I say, not being afraid of things, not allowing fear to freeze him or to keep him from accomplishing his dreams. But you know what Walt didn't fear? I'm convinced. I think you would agree with me. Walt didn't fear failure. Yeah, that's right. He didn't fear failure. Because if he feared failure, he would never try to do the things that everyone told him couldn't be done. If he allowed failure to be the thing that scared him the most, there would be no Disneyland. There would be no Walt Disney Studios. There would be nobody hitching a ride or buying a one-way ticket on a train to Los Angeles. When everything happening in his life up to that point, I'm sure felt like a failure. But he doesn't stop. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to continue to do big things and go for his dreams and believe that he could do what he set out to do. Isn't that amazing? He didn't allow the fear of failure to stop him from going forward. And how many people do you know who don't try new things because they're afraid to fail? Or maybe that's you. You're listening right now. And there's this fear in your heart because you know that if you try this new thing, if you start this podcast, or if you try a new job, or you do something different, right? Or you write a book, or you begin to launch your social media, platforms, whatever, you stop because of failure. because you're afraid to fail and it freezes you. But it's going to stop today. And I want to show you how. I want to show you that you have the ability to not allow failure, the fear of failure, to tell you what to do. You get to tell the fear of failure what to do. Just like Walt didn't let fear stop him. You know what? He didn't even let bankruptcy stop him. I just love that. It's such a powerful story. And you see, you can't get to your Disneyland moment. The dream, the vision, the life you want, the goal that you're striving for, right? That next level of your life that you desire to get to, you can't get there if you're afraid to fail. Walt leaned in. He took the hits and he kept moving forward. Go ahead, Walt. And you know why? This is so powerful. This is so powerful. 99% of our fears, hear me please, 99% of our fears are nothing but smoke. They're pointing us towards something greater on the other side. But most of us never get to the greater that's on the other side because fear makes us quit too soon. But that's not going to be you. That's not going to be you. So if you're afraid of something, that's a good thing. If there's fear about the thing that you're trying to do, that everyone's telling you not to do, if there's a fear that's causing you to kind of freeze a little bit or to slow down, that's a good thing. Just push through it because it's telling you that there's something that's so much better on the other side. But it's hard to get there if you allow the fear to stop you. And some of you are missing out on some of your biggest breakthroughs. Some of like the best experiences of your life that's waiting for you on the other side. You're missing out because of fear. And that breaks my heart for you because I know that what's waiting for you and what's waiting for me on the other side is so much better than what's on this side right now. You just got to keep pushing. You just got to keep going. You just have to stop allowing the fear of failure to keep you from getting and going over to the other side, to the Disneyland, to that happily ever after that's waiting for you. You can do this. Come on, let's go. Go with me back to Oogie Boogie Bash for just a second. Because there's another favorite villain of mine that happens to be there. You will see Captain Hook. And I think he's got to be one of my favorite villains, of course, because of Peter Pan. But you know what's hilarious about Hook? And I'm not trying to make fun of this villain, right? I'm not trying to be mean or anything. But it's actually hilarious. If you just think and process this with me for a moment, you're going to see how hilarious it is. And again, the power of the mind. Mindset is everything. Hook is terrified of a crocodile, not Peter Pan, who literally flies, fights, and never grows up. Nope. Hook's greatest fear is a crocodile with a clock. Now, mind you, of course, that croc did bite Captain Hook's arm off, which is why he has the hook, but it's the tick-tock sound that has him trembling. And that's exactly what fear does. It shrinks your perspective and it makes the thing that you're scared of seem bigger than it really is. Just like Hook. This fear that he has convinces him and it convinces you that the tick-tock is more dangerous than the crocodile itself. And so every time he hears the tick-tock, what does he do? It freezes him. It gets him crazy. He hallucinates. He goes into this fear mode where he can't do anything. And that's what it can do to you. This is what fear can do. But fear is the real villain. That's the villain right there. Fear is the thing that says, don't try, don't speak up, don't risk it, don't chase it, don't go for it, don't dream big, don't do this, don't do like it's the fear. It's the tick-tock, tick-tock. That's the thing that freezes us. Fear keeps you stuck on the boat instead of flying up, and away, off to Neverland, my friends, towards your Neverland. But you can never get to your Neverland if the fear is the thing that keeps you on land. It keeps you stuck. But we're flying. We're going. Today, we are flying to Neverland. Are you with me? Come on, let's go. And part of flying means you let go of comfort. Yeah. Comfort is cozy, isn't it? But it's also a trap. It's the pirate ship that feels safe, but never moves anywhere. That's what it was for Hook. I'm just going to stay on the ship, with the exception of getting off here and there to find Peter Pan. But if you want to grow, if you want to see what you're really made of, you've got to step toward the edge. Yeah. And it's better. I never forget this quote from a guy by the name of Bob Goff. And he said, I want to live on the edge of yikes. You know, like that edge where you know that you're kind of close to the edge and that feeling of like, if you just take another step, you might fall, but it's that excitement that happens and you're like, ooh, yeah, like I want to live there. And too many of us are living like too far behind where it's safe and it's comfortable and we never try new things because we like that place. We like the way it feels, but it's a trap. It's a trap because if you want to grow, if you want to see what you're really made of, you've got to step toward the edge. So go closer to the edge. Stop staying behind because the edge is where the enhancements come. The edge is where the engagement comes. The edge is where the excitement comes. That's where you and me got to get to. And yeah, it's scary. Of course it is. But there's so many other things that are scary. And many of you, and I went to Oogie Boogie Bash, we pay money to be scared. Or we like that feeling. and I'm just here to tell you that there's something so much greater. And this is a reminder that fear isn't a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you're close to something that matters, something that's greater on the other side, but you just have to keep going. You can't allow the comfort to keep you in a place where you'll never really grow. You got to go, friends. You got to go. Come on. We've got to go. So let me ask you, what's the crocodile in your life right now? What's the tick-tock that's freezing you right now? What is that sound that makes you say, nope, I can't do it. Nope, I'm not going to do it. Nope, it just causes me to stop and to stay in my comfort. Is it the fear of being judged? Is it the fear of what other people say? Is it the fear that you really think that somehow you're not going to be able to do what you have set out to do? Is it the fear of remember, failing? Is it the fear of being seen, trying, and not getting it right the first time? Is it the fear of rejection? Is it the fear of not being good enough? What is it? What's the TikTok? What's the crocodile? Today, you have to address it because whatever it is, listen closely to me, please. It only has as much power as you give it. It's only powerful because you give it power, but it's time to take it back because that can no longer have control over your life. You have to be able to tell that fear what to do, not the other way around. Remember, it only has as much power as you give it. I want you to try something with me. Imagine for a second that you're sitting next to Walt Disney on his deathbed. And you ask him, Walt, what do you regret not doing? And he answers, nothing. He dreamed it. He built it. The only thing that stopped him was death itself. Now fast forward, this is hard, to your deathbed. And Walt's sitting with you. And he leans in and asks, what do you regret not doing? That's the moment fear becomes real. Not in the rejection letter, not in the failure, but in the regret of never trying. So here's my challenge for you, my dear friends. Stop letting fear be the villain in your story. You've played that role long enough. You are the hero in your story. You hear me? You are the hero. It's time for you to flip the script. It's time for you to become the villain to your fear. Every time fear whispers, you can't. You fight back with, watch me. Every time fear says, what if you fail? You respond, what if I succeed? Go ahead. Every time fear tries to freeze you in place, you move forward anyway. That's what heroes do. That's what Walt did, and that's what you were born to do. You were born to do something great. Don't let fear rob you of that. Don't let the tick-tock crocodile keep you from flying. And don't let Maleficent in your head, you know that one in your head, scare you into living a smaller life than you are more than capable of. I believe in you. The villain has no power unless you hand it over. So take it back. Step out, grow, dream bigger, fail forward, and most importantly, don't wait. The moment is now. Because your happily ever after, it's waiting for you on the other side of fear. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you, and I'm cheering for you, my friends. If this episode inspired you, please share it with a friend of yours who needs a little courage today. Please, would you take a moment to write a positive review? That would help to continue to spread this Magical Mindset podcast. And always remember, you are the magic, because the magic is in you.